So winter is officially over and it is time to give our roadside farm stand a spring cleaning. So today we are going to dust it off, get out the grime, and get it ready for a new produce season for happy customers and fresh produce. So about 2 years ago, it was actually one of my first YouTube videos about building our roadside egg stand, and I will have that linked in the description below. But that video had so many views, so I decided to go ahead and make another video, just a quick one about our farm stand and just getting it ready for the spring produce season. And I do have to say that we have so many people who love our farm stand, and we have neighbors that always ask, like, when are you gonna have more out? And, thank you so much for your eggs. We have people leaving sweet little notes in there. So I definitely think that building the roadside farm stand was worth it. I wish I could provide more things for customers, but life just gets busy. So right now I'm just gonna wash some eggs to take out to the egg stand here in a little bit. Now, I know some people say that you should not wash your eggs because it takes off that bloom that's on them, but I am selling these to customers, and I don't know if it's muddy where you live, but it is super muddy, and our chickens' feet are dirty and they have poop on their butts. So these kind of get dirty if I don't take them out right away. So I like to wash them before I put them out for my customers. And I do also want to note that you also need to know what the regulations are where you live on selling farm products to the public. So make sure you check on that before you open up your egg stand. So I had somebody ask me on one of my other videos about how many chickens we have to sell on our roadside stand, because they were wanting to start one as well. And we currently have 27 hens and 1 rooster, and we get about 3 to 5 dozen to sell on the weekends. And to be honest, we could sell so much more, but the space that we have for our chickens only allows for that amount. So someday I want to expand and get a different coop that can take more chickens, but for right now, that's what we've got, and our neighbors just have to patiently wait until we have more eggs out. Okay, so I am out in my office now, and I am going to use my Cricut to make a new sign. I am not a Cricut expert. I wish I had more time to use this than I do, but I'm going to give it an attempt because some of my signs that I have out on our egg stand got a little damaged by the weather. So we are going to make this sign here that will say open and Saturday, Sunday, and then the hours that we're open. Right now, we're only doing the weekends. We don't have that much produce, but once the garden picks up and our flowers pick up, then we will go ahead and add more out there. And a lot of times I'm only open Thursday through Sunday on those days. So let's go ahead, get this Cricut going, and see if we can make this into a cute little sign to put at the roadside stand. So another important thing about the egg stand that I have learned is that people are best at buying first thing in the morning and late at night. So if you are thinking of making an egg stand, I find that people often buy right when I open up in the morning or right after work on their way home. So that's just a tip that I have for you. And also, secure things down. So I have these signs that I put in here. I just need to grab some screws and secure them because some of them had gotten tarnished and worn just from being out in the weather. But my newer ones, I need to secure them because we have had so much wind and they just blow all over the place. So I highly suggest on your egg stand to make everything very secure. Okay, so there you can see the sign that I'm making. Hopefully this is the right size. I tried to size it correctly, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just for the egg stand. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out and get this started. I have watched so many videos about using a Cricut, and I use mine so far and few between. I do have to always remind myself, but weeding is one of my favorite parts of using the Cricut, other than if there is a lot of small little pieces to weed, like when we went on our Disney trip and I made shirts for everybody. It took forever to weed all the little pieces, but I find this part kind of therapeutic. So I'm going to go ahead and weed this out, and then we will put this onto the piece of wood. So now I'm just taking the transfer tape and I'm going to go ahead and put this onto the vinyl. That way I can transfer it onto the wooden board. So it's been a while since I've used my Cricut, so it did not come out perfect, but it was fine. It still is legible, and I will probably redo this again here in another month or so when I have some more time, but it didn't really come out straight on the board. I didn't really measure it, so it is what it is, and it still came out cute. So these are little stickers that I ordered off Amazon that say that these eggs are washed. I'm sorry, my camera is having a hard time focusing today, but I am going to go ahead and place one of these stickers on all the cartons, and then I'm going to go ahead and date them with the date that I collected the eggs. Okay, so now I am walking down to my egg stand. I'm gonna clean it out, get it all spring cleaned and fresh, and I can't wait for our garden to start growing so we can put the fresh produce out there. And I've got cut flowers that I plan to sell in there and some baked goods. Last year we did sell vegetables only, trialed baked goods and like simmer pots and things like that, and they did okay. But I am hoping to have a little bit better year with that. And we do have quite a long line of people that like to buy our eggs. Usually, I swear, people drive by and they're gone quickly. I wish we had more hens. We've got about 27 hens that lay eggs. I wish we had more because they sell out so quickly, and people ask me all the time for eggs. So it's been a fun little adventure, and if you're thinking about starting a roadside egg stand, I say just do it, try it. I do advertise a little bit on Facebook, but anymore I haven't because they sell out so quickly. So we are almost to the egg stand. It's not far from our house, and we're gonna clean this thing out now. Okay, here's the egg stand. I do need to get new ones of those. It's all ripped apart, so I need to find those, but it has been a while since I've cleaned it out. You can see the inside is looking a little gross. We had a lot of rain lately, so we're going to clean that out, and I'm going to go to Aldi's and see about buying a new one of these because this just doesn't stay up. So unfortunately this cooler collects some water when it rains, so I'd like to eventually get a little mini refrigerator to stick under here instead, but for now this works. So I got this cooler from Tractor Supply, and it is 2 years old, so it is starting to show some signs of age. You can see some rust in there, but it has a little plug in the front, so I just tip it and drain out any rainwater that has collected in there. So to be honest, I really have not cleaned this thing out all winter, and it just amazed me how much dirt actually gets in here even with the lid shut. So I'm just giving it a good scrub with some bleach.
I think I should have brought my better tripod because this one is just not staying up today. But anyways, we're just cleaning out all this dirt, and then I'm going to scrub it with some bleach. Just let it air out throughout the day, and then we're going to run to Aldi's and see if I can find a new rack to put there.
So when we made this farm stand, we did most of it just from stuff we had laying around our farm. A lot of that is old chicken wire, some boards that we had on some pallets, and then we just painted it. And I love the rustic farmhouse feel. The only thing I would have done differently is these chicken wire sides. The rain and wind just blows through it, so I probably would do solid sides and maybe a door that shuts, but that can always be added later. So for now, it works. And
okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put these things. I usually have a little bit more decorations once it is a little bit more peak season for stuff, but we're going to put all this stuff back now, kind of decorate it a little bit, and then put some eggs out in here for now until I get back from Aldi's with a new shelf. Okay, so there's the new sign I made with one of the old signs that I had. And then here is our pay here box. We never have problems with people taking the money. They've actually been very honest. And even with the egg prices being so high, I've had people give me extra money than what I'm actually asking because, as you can see, I still only charge the $3. So people have been very, very generous, and we are lucky to have great customers. Okay, so it is a little later in the day. I checked out Aldi's. They didn't have anything that I wanted to put in my egg stand for a stand, so I went to the dollar store and found this. I'm going to put that out there, and it rained, so it is a muddy mess again. We are just getting so much rain here in Ohio, but that's life. So anyways, I just wanted to say that if you are thinking of starting an egg stand, I would just say do it. It doesn't have to be big. It can be small. Some neighbors up the road have just a small little stand with a little cooler on top, and they sell out too. So I feel like more people with egg prices, the egg shortage, and just the worrying about what's in our food and what's being put into our products, I feel like more and more people are trying to buy from local farmers and just people who take care of their animals instead of pump them with antibiotics and things like that. So if you're wanting to get started, I say do it, give it a try, and I have loved my experience with this, and I can't wait for the weather to get good, my garden to get plentiful, so that way I can put all of our yummy veggies in there. So anyways, let me go ahead and add this into our farm stand, and we'll see about the money.
so I'm so excited because this little container fits perfectly.
Okay guys, so that is all that I have in today's video. I just want to thank you for being here, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you like this video. And I've got some more homesteading, gardening, just farm life videos coming up here for you soon. And I just love sharing this stuff with you. I hope you enjoy it. And in the comments below, I would love to hear if you have a roadside egg stand or farm stand that you have and where it is, because I love to look at all of them on TikTok and Instagram and see all the different ideas people have. So if you have one, post about it down below. Thanks friends, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.